you, I have had more people ask me to have a third term.
In a weekend phone interview with NBC News, Trump claimed the Constitution, but President Donald Trump says he's not joking around when it comes to the possibility of a third term in office.
I'll tell you, I have had more people ask me to have a third term.
In a weekend phone interview with NBC News, Trump claimed there are methods for him to seek a third term, even though the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution says no person shall be elected to the office of president more than twice. One Republican congressman has already introduced legislation aimed at a possible exemption for those who serve non-consecutive terms, including Trump.
All right, so Trump 2028. He says there are methods to stay in power. Okay, so I was doing some research earlier on, and I'm going to give you these 5 possible ways, and then you can have the floor and then speak on them. Number 1, they can repeal or amend the 22nd Amendment, which requires 2/3 of the Congress to do that. They can also have him serve as a vice president, but they also saying the 12th Amendment makes him ineligible for this is what they said. They said 12th Amendment states that no person ineligible for the presidency can be elected VP. So that kind of blocks it. But anyway, number 3, he can declare a national emergency and stay in power. Fubara, Wike, Tinubu style. But anyway, number 4, run as a congressional leader with strong influence. Or number 5, act as a shadow president. The floor is yours, sir. The floor is yours.
Of course, if you're talking of shadow presidency, you know we have one in Elon Musk. He's a shadow president right there. So you know what that looks like. So it's not going to be like the real thing. But it's almost like America is going through the unthinkable. And Nigeria was at that phase, 2006, 2007, when that attempt in Ifeni was made.
President Obasanjo?
Yes. Third term. So, when people think that, it can only be in Nigeria, now you know that it can be anywhere. And one other thing that we must understand is that there is nothing wrong with people to come up with all kinds of spooky and funny initiatives and ideas, vision, dream, what have you. It is just something that will be used to test the law, to test the Constitution. Can this work or can it not work? But when this man, Donald Trump, was campaigning, and
he's notorious for testing the Constitution, obviously, right now, right?
The limits, and he's had some funny moves that really worked, which hitherto we never thought would ever click in a place like the United States of America. Part of that idea is a extension of trying to look for a third term. Is this idea that Canada can be annexed as the 51st state to our country, the United States of America. It is this same idea that Greenland can just be yanked off the heritage of Denmark and be part of the United States. It is the same thing that would make him to spin all kinds of deals. Give America the right to limitless number of mineral deposits in a place like Ukraine. Things, ideas that sound so crazy, but let me also tell you, he is not alone in his thinking. I run into fellow Americans all the time who, in spite of what so many of us, because there is no empirical basis to state whether majority or minority of Americans disagree with Donald Trump yet, unless there is an election. Remember the other time it looked like, he won't go anywhere. He's a convicted felon. But when the moment came, the electorate themselves failed the American constitutional test. They re-elected him. So let nobody begin to think that, he's alone in this stuff. This last week, I ran into an elderly American who said, he believed that he was on the right track concerning the way he's been bringing that Elon Musk is doing so well with Donald Trump in recovering monies that were fraudulently misappropriated or diverted or stolen. They believe all these things that they're not really be true. So if he's toying with this idea, so long the people are with him, particularly the majority of American voters, he may get away with it. You never can tell. I mean, in a place, in some places, you see the way he's been doctoring the process of the emergence of what's it called? State attorneys, the public prosecutors there, putting people who were his personal lawyers to be Supreme Court justices, to be all kinds of things. Whoever would ever believe that this could happen in America? Even as bad as things are in several African countries, including Nigeria, where I was originally born, it is not yet this bad. But who knows? Maybe we're getting a glimpse of redefinition of what democracy is. But if democracy is not going to be democracy, it will not be democracy. You can try to grab it in whatever way you want. It won't be democracy. So let us continue to watch. For example, when Jeff Goldsberg, the editor-in-chief of Atlanta Journal, when he outed them concerning the way they were using commercial-grade email to prosecute the attack on Yemen, the attack on Houthi rebels and aggressors there. They employed a different standard, different from what they used to grill and humiliate Mrs. Hillary Clinton, the then Secretary of State. And press for that. You see the name they have been calling that respected journalist, the editor-in-chief of the Atlantic Journal. But thank God, Goldsberg is a journalist that knows his onions. And he said they are just being stupid. And he came out with more facts to show that these people were actually casual and irresponsible in handling American security and the security of our troops all over the world. So we haven't seen this before. I mean, when you descend to Yoruba popular parlance, it's almost like you just want to cause a scare in the person that is listening to you. We go wherever this takes us, but understand whether he goes for, is able to manipulate the constitution or the situation of this country to get a second term. It all will end one day. It all will terminate one day. So after the third term, if he successfully manipulates his way to get that done, after that third term, would he be thinking of fourth term? And if he gets that, how about the end for every mortal? Nobody is going to be in any office or on earth here forever. We have to be very careful and humble. Thank you very much.
Wow. So I think, like you said, he's already said he's not joking anyway. That's what's been on the headlines.
No, he doesn't bluff. He doesn't. That is. but you know, well, I don't want to. Let me respect his office, and don't let me push the limit beyond what is normal, because the part of the philosophy here is that when you go hard on him, they will come after you. But if they come after us, even if it's beginning to, because initially people thought, it was criminal, illegal aliens that he was targeting. But now we know that you can have your green card. I've done everything. He may take that off because of privileges.
I think it's coming.
If he's coming after people like me, his presidency will end one day. I hope he doesn't put America in big debt, because all these things is going to cost the taxpayers some money. He is personally responsible, but all of us Americans will pay for whatever indiscretion, whatever illegality, whatever unconstitutional short he proves. So this is the way I look at it, because he thinks funny. The fact that we are talking to our community, we are talking to him to do well by the American people, he can just get crazy and say, oh, I'm taking away your citizenship. Before Uncle, if he does that, but he cannot, he's not even constitutionally empowered to do that. But if he tries it under whatever funny, unlawful arrangement, when he's out of office, we will appeal all that and we'll still be back here as American citizens. So that is it. It is said in Hausa Palace, Serikin Goma, Zamani Goma, Oba Mewa, Igba Mewa, 10 kings, 10 seasons. It is his time. If he likes, let him write his legacy in gold. If he likes, let him mark it up.
I mean, at this point, I think we can safely say anything is possible. But let us know your thoughts. Anything is possible because he became the president. So
yeah, everything is possible. You know, this is what you call imperial presidency. Kabiyesi Donald Trump.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll continue to watch. Let us know in the comment section if you think if there's any possible loophole for President Donald Trump to serve a third term.
On a serious note, I'm not just the one calling him Kabiyesi or imperial presidency. He also refers to himself as the king. So that is it.
I think he feels like the king.
But he says he said it before.
I think he's not joking. Like I think he's going to continue to push the envelope when it comes to the constitutions. So let's just watch and see. Yep. And some words of comfort for all our folks. Initially, people thought, oh, he will be targeting people of African descent, blacks. He's gone after brown and even Europeans. And now it's almost like the entire European continent, the Caucasian people are almost up in arms against him, that this person cannot be trusted. Canada has said so, that it is over between us concerning cordial relationships that we used to have. So he should secure his legacy and understand what he wants. This will look like, oh, they will pass, they will go away. They don't easily go away. They don't blow away like that. All right. Everybody hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Join the conversation in the comment section. Is it possible for President Donald Trump to serve third term? Let us know your thoughts. And we'll be right back.